If you have been keeping up with the Minecraft news, you probably know by now about the new trial chambers, the wolf variants, the crafters, and the breeze. But in the latest snapshot, we got a new weapon, the Mace, which is getting a lot of attention, and I will show you why today. Now, to create the Mace, we need two things. We need the breeze rod, which is now dropped by the breeze mob, and I must point out that the choice of making this really similar to the blaze is really something that makes me happy. And you're going to need one of these heavy cores. Now, as you can see, that creates a mace. Now, the heavy core is something that you are going to need to obtain by looting using one of these trial keys on the trial vault. And then based off of its loot table, it has a chance of giving you one of these cores. Now, it's important to note that they have a very small chance of dropping the cores, as the vault loot pulls items from 3 different loot tables: common, rare, and unique. I'll show these on screen, and as you can see from the numbers, it doesn't really look like it will be super easy to obtain these. But don't worry, I believe in you. Now let's assume that you've made some pro Minecrafter moves and made yourself a mace. At first glance, it's kind of underwhelming, as you can see here. It only has 7 attack damage and 1.6 attack speed, and if we take it over here to the enchantment table, you can't even enchant it. So then what is the fuzz really about? Let's hop into a flat world so I can show you. As you can see in my flat world here, I got some simple stuff set up so we can do some testing. For those of you who know what Maces does, you might find this interesting too, so stick around for a little bit. So the way the Mace works is that it calculates additional damage dealt depending on your free fall, and that's what the fuzz is all about. How the math works in detail, I am not sure, I haven't found that anywhere, but that is why we have these pillars. Because we are going to be doing some scientific testing. And the way we're going to test this is, of course, with falling down on these mobs and see if we can one-shot them. We're going to walk directly off of the top of these pillars, and you can see how many blocks you need to fall to accumulate enough damage to one-shot the different mobs. Now that's, of course, something that I have already figured out here with all of these mobs, so let's see here. That's more like it. Same with the creeper, and it's the same with the skeleton. And as you can see, it only takes 4 blocks of falling to one-shot all of these guys. And at this point, I think you see where this is going. Now this one right here is 21 blocks. And we've placed an iron golem in our pen, and as you can see from dropping straight down on it, we just one-shot an iron golem. Then the big question is, of course, what are we gonna put in this? And why is this so tall? This pillar is almost 100 blocks tall, and in here we are going to be putting a warden. And from 98 blocks tall, we're going to be jumping down, and we one-shot a warden. And yeah, that's what the fuzz is all about. So the question now is, how are you going to be using the mace? Are you going to maybe make some minigames? Are you going to try to one-shot a wither or an ender dragon? The possibilities are endless. And if you like to stay updated on the new Minecraft content, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you don't have to do anything and I come to you with all the new content. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.